here for his case.
Sir?
I'm a journalist. I'm here for his case.
Don't just take videos, sir. Please.
Hey, you see this life? This life, this life is very, very unfair. This life is full of mysteries. The things that you will not expect to happen to you, that is what you find yourself in. Why am I saying this? You see the Ataa Ayi, the famous or infamous Ataa Ayi, notorious criminal, notorious armed robber, some 2 decades ago, was arrested and jailed. This person, this man, Ataa Ayi, is currently still in Nsawam prison, serving his jail term. Whether life imprisonment, I don't know. But no, his accomplice, his alleged accomplice, he was accused of being an accomplice of Ataa Ayi. And I'll give you the inside story. The accused accomplice or the alleged accomplice was slapped with a 30-year jail term. So you can imagine how many years Ataa Ayi, the prime suspect himself, the criminal himself, was sentenced to. This man, in the person of Yaw Asante Agyekum, was a mechanic, and he used to repair motorcycles. So not that be in job. But the thing is, unfortunately, he was working with a criminal. Unfortunately, he served a criminal. And the reason I want to believe, because he has been acquitted. Fair enough, after 20 years being in jail since 2005 and all that, this man, we are in 2025. So if he spent 20 years in jail, that means in 2005, this man was sentenced. Oh my God, 20 years, 2 decades. It's not easy. This man you are seeing here has been acquitted. And he told the press that he was only servicing the motor, repairing the motor of our notorious criminal, Ataa Ayi. Then unim kra se Ataa Ayi am robber. Unimo. Ni de say Ataa Ayi the motor di ba. No wa ye hwejo, but unim say ye be che na kire say motor na odi ye adwuma no. Akokwa say when na servicing motor no. Nti na yam ekomia say okay, then you are part of his crew. You are part of his crew. Clearly, maybe that same motor has been used for diverse operations. That same motor has been used for a lot of operations. And so they said, no. If he's been using this particular motor, definitely Ataa Ayi is not a mechanic. So there's somebody who is always making sure that the motor is serviceable, the motor is operational. And so if somebody is ensuring that the motor is always active and it's not spoiled and it's always working for this man to be successful in his dealings and his criminal activities, then that person who is servicing this motor to make this motor operational is definitely siding with this man, Ataa Ayi. This man is definitely in support, and I say knows something about what Ataa Ayi they do. And that is the reason why he's always making sure that Ataa Ayi's device and the machine, it is working. I say, wow, and you ban chance say, oh, sorry, oh, sorry, no, sorry, you, and police for by say, Yabesu the Muna, one Ataa Ayi na a bokrono. I say, me, no, I'm just a repairer. And when somebody comes to you, say, repair this car, do this are you going to ask the person, please, what kind of job you do? Are you a banker, or you're a mason, or you're a fitter? Are you going to ask the person that? No, you just do the thing for him. But like I said, because each and every time the motor or the person, man, if he not in the car, the motor ni call, not the motor ni call until perhaps they thought and yeah, this guy knows the profession of Ataa Ayi. Because what is that? No, Okada business in you, Okada business moto in you. What I say, internal. I did say the biano moto said the biano say the moto the mano. And no, so Kahuntina, me sure said the judges thought that this now Ataa Ayi, the country I call yentina some cry. They didn't have mercy on him is because of the degrees and the severity of Ataa Ayi's criminal activities. Do obekum, do obewia, obesell, you live disfigured and all that. So Ataa Ayi was hard drinker. He has caused a lot of damage to a lot of people, brought a lot of pain to a lot of people. And then also we knew him, but this man, me sure this man crying out. What him say? No, this man, I said, none ba. I just 1 month. I only ba with the only 1 month pay. Oh, as I see so, and the police for better time the call. Yeah, just say, and look at how it is. I see, he was on remand. Like you didn't to remand him for 8 solid years. 8 years. This man was in remand. He has not been slapped with his sentence. 8 years he was waiting for his prison sentence. Although no name said he was innocent, for 8 years now, he was not even given the verdict as to what will happen to him. And it was in 2010, said and you sentencing to 30 years. 30 years. And then yeah, acquitted. So this is a very heartbreaking thing. It tells you, say this life, nyame andu mu no anhwe wo so a asembe mobo, because you see what happened to him, it can happen to anybody. Now, Sasame Toa, who will speak for you, who will intervene for you. Sasame Toa, who is one a big kibia mouth, because who say way we Juma we know ye. We I did we know unim ubedien hu de ni se adwumupo adwumu da ho kan akomemu da ho kan a wodi ye adwuma bia na wo ye bibi not knowing obi kwabrane odi your kindness no odi airborne no ho odi di dwuma bia emfa marakwan so intino nyame unibi yebebo mpa ye se Awurade Nyankopon ni se meye bibi me ne obi ye bibi na mi no mitrim no meye frimakumi mu aboa na magema ketua, because me de na ono eyusu ekwambone so Awurade yini frimakumi mu ana se ma bibi enda ne di na me hu se akowe dwuma we na oye na mintimi ntumi hufo, because anka nyesa nsama betimi abano. Because 2 decades life wasted plus other years in remand. This is very, very bad. Intino say me be kind ne insama okaye me be boy tofa in a report by myjournalite.com, and then I will subsequently play you that emotional video of him speaking from like it to get you teary. What you see here. Now, don't forget to also subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell, and also share your thoughts on this after watching this. So, the Court of Appeal has acquitted and discharged Yaw Asante Agyekum, who was convicted in 2002 as an alleged accomplice of Ghana's most notorious armed robber, Ataa Ayi. Agyekum had served 23 years of a 35-year sentence for conspiracy to commit robbery before the court ruled that he had been wrongly convicted. The 3-member panel of justices unanimously held that the prosecution failed to prove Agyekum's involvement beyond reasonable doubt and that the evidence against him was circumstantial at best. The acquittal brings closure to a decades-long battle for justice. Speaking to Joy News, Kenneth Jesse, shortly after his release, an emotional Yaw Asante Agyekum said, "I knew I was innocent. I always prayed that I would be out of prison. He recounted the moment that changed his life forever. I was a motor repairer and used to fix Ataa Ayi's motorbike. I did not know that he was an armed robber. I only knew him as a taxi driver in the town. Yes, now only the name saw a taxi driver. So Agyekum was arrested while in church in 2001, just a month after his wife had taken seed. He maintained throughout his trial and incarceration that his only link to Ataa Ayi was professional through his work as a mechanic. His conviction in 2002 came at the height of a national crackdown on violent crime, with Ataa Ayi, born Raymond Ayite, then leading a sophisticated robbery syndicate. The group was known for ambushing individuals after bank withdrawals and terrorizing neighborhoods across Accra and Tema. Ataa Ayi was captured in 2005 and sentenced to 160 years in prison with hard labor, cementing his infamy in Ghana's criminal history. Agyekum's release is reigniting calls from human rights groups for a broader review of criminal cases from that era. Legal analysts say his case exposes flaws in the justice system, especially regarding the reliance on weak or circumstantial evidence in higher pressure prosecutions, raises questions about reparations for wrongful imprisonment, with growing calls for compensation and support for reintegration after over 2 decades behind bars. For now, Yaw Asante Agyekum says he's grateful to regain his freedom and hopes to rebuild the life that was abruptly taken from him more than 2 decades ago. So you see, this is very painful to even hear, even read.
I'm here for his case. I'm a journalist. I'm here for his case.
Don't just take videos, sir. Please.
Okay, so let's do. First of all,
I didn't say.
but you know spelling.
Take off the mask. It's a happy day. We should see your face.
We are motor figure. She is a motor of and I'm for she is a motor of nature. Make us a balcony with minimum and amigua. Then I'm here, Joma, minimum feeling.
I don't know why.
Ayi.
Ataa Ayi.
Okay.
Minimum feeling. The minimum say, oh, you're going for an apple. I'm here in a Juma.
But only himself friend Ataa Ayi.
Son, a friend.
Okay.
Minim a Juma oil. Or a taxi driver. Oh. And there be no one mammy, I am a cocoa. No, I saw them never cheer me. See if you say, me no more papa boko. We can be a man jumping. Am I a chimney auntie, sister, I bet you what more than 6 months. Near them call a man 8 years. Try man 8 months, 210, the jail limit 30 years. So you say me near tree. Tell mammy shop, no more shop, or shop no. Me now for 4 years.
Shop now, you're there.
She's a motor. Me, I know I'm shop.
No way.
They were corrupt. And I'm a bad boy back. And I or balance so now when you're like 1 month. Next, so they were a boy, I mean, pie. No being say, I send me a day to me so. Minimum, what I say. And they are tagging me, say, and I conform here for me, so more problem. You may do man, I made what I say, and you be by your mama. won't be besides a Juma Ben or here, as an way in a Juma. It can be Emma J, Mr. Bafu, or no boy idea woman, or idea upon Emma, my lawyer, and I see the business.
It's a now.
The brass, the me
And now, Cotton Baby say, Kufi, na, Quedo at the bone, and then share that, and Nissa at the bone, who feel say.
Oh, me Philip say, oh, my affair, how much you will say, I'm coming in motion. That's so we see him to move here. So, in such a problem, but also, say, there's so much woman who say, minimum, yeah.
But you see, I thank God. Like I was so done. Me as I said, he didn't die there. He could have died there. That even when the case was even called again, and then the judge, his lawyers were able to put up a very good defense for him, and he was acquitted. Then what does he gain? Pasisiano, he can even live next 10 years now, 5 years. This life that he has now, he can use it for something better. Now, Miss Ressa, this man shouldn't go back to mechanic work. Nyame nkofom page will be mano. Unless nkofom nye business we no function is man nank ombre because we are bre already. It doesn't need to be going to be fixing cars and we are kitty to shaka say that be. This is the time he has to be sleeping at home. Now nkofom sponsor no, nkofom coaching provisions. What the minimum was car. Such a person like this, I will go and International said this man was arrested before Ataa Ayi in 2005. When in 2001, International said when he actually no need social Ataa Ayi because na him say Ataa Ayi tako we ho ekoye ne car fix ne car intini di ka chiwi say chale Ataa Ayi we he so me dem Ataa me dem mechanic you know the mo ma chi Ataa Ayi 2005 but me dem say mo bi say Ataa Ayi patwa ko onim so your comfort na unim na nkata yi nken pacho ma we onim hwe family we no ono kwa keke o ka keke pe ya cha ta yi na nka waka obi na no aka se oh ma we dey onim hwe fa dey be me operations ni nem so it is not easy. It is really not easy. Many the Kobe Ajeti Ataa Ayi Celebrities Updates TV. I bring to you ear witness report. Until meet again, I'll see you in the next one. Salute.